A beautiful woman was running in the mountains at night. Suddenly she found a 3-month-old baby. She thought the baby was abandoned, but the message on the stroller told her the baby's mother had been kidnapped. So the police rushed to the scene, but all they found were drag marks and a pair of torn underwear. It seems that the mother has suffered a lot. The only clues the police have now: only the child in the stroller and the message on the stroller. In order to find out the identity of the child, the police released the child's message through the media. They started to investigate the person who wrote the message, but when Olivia arrived at the man's workplace, the man acted confused. He said he hadn't left the store and couldn't be the kidnapper. When the store phone rang, the caller wanted him to tell the truth, but before the man could say anything, the fax machine suddenly sent a document. The contents of the document questioned the police's ability to handle the case, and the clue to the case was hidden in a rhyme. The two suddenly realized that the kidnapper should be nearby, and the document was sent to a print store not far from here, so they rushed there, but they were still one step too late. The clerk said the fax was sent by a black man. He was dressed in rags and looked like a hobo, and had just run into a nearby alley. They chased after him again. They found a black homeless man in the alley, and according to him, a man forced him at knife point to send the fax, and the only reason he didn't run was to send a message to the police. The man said the letters were in his head, and the contents were a few riddles, but the clues he gave out were just a few scattered words. The police studied it for half a day. They couldn't figure out what it meant. Then a man came to the police station. He said the baby they found was his. Knowing that his wife had been kidnapped, the man was very worried. Suddenly there was a clamor in the lobby of the police station. The two men rushed over to check it out. It turned out that someone had sent a package to the police. Inside was actually an ear, and the man next to him instantly recognized the earring on the ear as his wife's. There was also a letter inside. It seems that the kidnapper is not satisfied with the speed of the police. That's why they sent the ear as a warning. In order to save the hostage as soon as possible, the police began to analyze the riddles spoken by the homeless man. After deconstructing and reconstructing the riddle, they found that the riddle was about a public phone booth on Grand Avenue. But when they got there, all they found was a letter. It said "You're out of time," and it was dated 40 minutes ago. It seems the kidnappers called, but the police didn't get it. So Olivia quickly tracked down the location of the call through the tech department. But when they got there, they were too late. A note was left on the body: "You are 45 minutes late." And written on the body was a message that RDK was back. But the man asked the woman if her fingers were mutilated, because he found 3 fingers and a card in the room. It said that this game was fun. He was going to play it again. He also left a riddle, but the woman's fingers weren't missing. It seems that he kidnapped someone else. The police immediately investigated this RDK. They found that he was a famous serial killer in the 70s. He committed 6 murders in total, except for the last victim named Jenny. All of them died horrible deaths. But there was one thing: RDK's first victim was also hanged with his ears cut off, exactly the same as in the current case. The second victim was stabbed 132 times. If the current killer is a copycat, he's already torturing the victim whose name is unknown to the police. The only clue the police have is a police helmet, but cops don't wear helmets. Next to the march through the investigation found that the murderer said the police helmet may just be a metaphor. Referring to the bromeliad does not refer to the police. So Olivia and the others investigated all the flower stores in the city, asked if there is a police helmet this flower, and one of the owners said someone did order them this morning. The payer's name was Gloria. Hearing that name, Olivia and the others immediately realized something was wrong, because he's the landlord of the apartment where the body was found. It looks like the landlord is the next victim, and the finger found in the room could be his.